Okay, this has come a long way. Um, well, there's a lot of nice improvements in here. I think you'll want to hold on this shot a little bit longer. Maybe you can get a little bit of a nicer grip on this. Maybe get those tips of those fingers really touching. Be nice. Especially because we see them so closely. Like here it doesn't matter, I wouldn't notice, but in that shot you do. The eyebrows kind of pop here, so you'll want to look at that. Um, See that pop? It's like one frame. They go from there to there. Um, yeah. So you'll want to spread that out some. Or is it that they're stepped? Maybe actually it's the other thing you might want to. There we go. Yeah. So those never got switched to auto. So that's what that was. Now the other thing is with this hand, the thing that's good about the IK is also what's wrong with it. So I mean we can actually look in the graph editor. But anywhere it's perfectly flat, you're going to have a problem because it's going to look just too perfectly frozen in space. Because and the hand's not going to. I mean, here it's good in the way you have it moving with the body. That's good, but then it stays so perfectly flat through that. And I mean, you can hold your hand kind of still, but it's just not going to be perfectly still. So look at this. So that's between, let's say, 200 and so 170 to 200. Let's look at that range. So that's like, oh, it's more than that. It's interesting that that moves with the whole body. I thought it was 160 to 170. How is that moving? Oh, okay, it's right there. Didn't see that. Okay. So yeah, but so let's look after that. So in this range, and so what I might do is take out some of these keyframes, like here, and then just put something in the middle there, like a little bit of something, just so it's like it put something right next to another one. Oh, there might be some rotate stuff on here too. Yeah, let's take those out as well. Yeah, even if it's just a little bit. You see that? I mean, it's why is there still a couple right next to each other? Just making sure there's. Do you see that? I mean, that might have even been too small. But maybe you want to even have a little bit more movement than that. But see, it's like you're keeping it alive during those holds. So let's loosen that up. Let's go back to the video. And I would generally say, that for a lot of your holds, it's really good that you have holds in there. But like when I look at this, she's looking. It's good that you have that breath there, but the body's looking super static here. And you just have the head moving there, and you can't really get away with that, like just moving the head. So, for example, between here and here, you're going to want to adjust a lot more controls. So it looks like you've got some keyframes there, but all I really see moving is the head. So I'm just going to get rid of these. And then, and then start adjusting other stuff, maybe a little body movement, maybe a little rotation here, maybe a little correction on the head. If you want this to actually rest on the hip, you have to put that hand in IK mode. Otherwise, it's going to intersect and all that kind of stuff. So, see, I didn't do much, but she's alive now, right? Her body's moving. And again, yeah, this has to be in IK mode if the hand's going to rest on the hip. If the hand's waving around, it can be an FK, but you'll have to switch it to IK if you want to rest on the hip, which means redoing those keyframes. But it'd be worth it. It honestly wouldn't take that long. So basically, I think the big thing is moving holds to keep her alive. Make sure that, again, that's another one right here. You've got another like completely frozen everything but the head and a little bit of the hand. You can't do that. You've got to keep her at least a little bit moving there. And again here, let's get at least some kind of stuff going on with the root. The root's the most important one. And I think this could come down a little faster. It's sort of, yeah, and that's another thing. I think you're going to have an easier time getting the motion you want with the arm there if you're in. Look at that kind of wobbly, wacky sort of movement. It's going to be much easier to get a nice kind of straight downward thing with the IK. So I would just say redo the right arm with IK. It'll go very fast, I promise you. Yeah, but overall, I think you're doing a great job. I think it's really good. Moving holds, right arm in IK, keep the root moving. I mean, but not a lot. You still want holds, but they should be moving holds. There should be some life in them when they're holding. But yeah, good work on this.